this is such a difficult question to answer. Why is this hard question to answer?
What exactly is development in terms of low-income countries? How does it relate? What is a low-income country? And is there an alternative to just focusing on industrialization?
Progress.
Progress.
Progressing to something better.
Progression of something.
Development is the attempt to alleviate poverty and to create good change within society. This is often done from the assistance of other countries.
A lot of trade, so imports has a lot more money, gross, higher gross, whereas low
Infrastructure, good healthcare.
I would say a low-income country was a country that had a low GDP.
One that has more money and one that has less.
The World Bank mostly defines a low-income country on its gross national product or its gross domestic product. But with all this focus on economics, are we leaving something out of the conversation? Poverty is more than just economics, industrialization, and goods to trade. Poverty shows its face in lack of education, sanitation, water, resource management. Poverty is demonstrated in an inability to get good health care, in high infant mortality rates, in high death rates in general. Poverty is more than just the money that your country is making. If these LICs show need in economic welfare, education, poverty, and issues of inequality, and that's where development comes in. But is development completely dependent upon a capitalist economy?
Well, if there's industry, then it means there's probably trade.
I would go with industrialization because it's, in a sense, development.
Way. Because that way you will actually, your country will develop, will progress further.
In concepts such as structuralism or neoliberalism, we focus on industrialization as a way to alleviate poverty and to help a country progress to the level of high-income countries. However, if we're only focusing on capitalism, are we addressing other issues? What do you think about that, Joel?
Alleviating poverty would be a systemic problem, and it would need a multi-pronged approach. So, for example, a piece of that puzzle may be technical innovation and improving some elements of industry with environmental, ultimately the triple bottom line, environmental inputs, social influences and social change, minimum wages. There's all sorts of kind of very multifaceted pieces of that puzzle.
There are many forms of development, but is there one that's really culturally sensitive and focuses on the issues that the country specifically has? This is where alternative development comes in. Do you know what alternative development is?
No. It's different, like a different type of development?
No. I'm just gonna say no.
I don't know.
Alternative development moves away towards only modernization and focuses on agriculture, small business, and using the resources within a community in a culturally sensitive way. This type of development, rather than depending solely on the state, also depends on NGOs, non-governmental actors, and the individuals. Alternative development is more salient than simple economic profit. In addressing issues of poverty, just making more money won't actually address the systemic issues that come from being a poverty-stricken nation. Things that could potentially be incorporated into your alternative development plan. Clean water and sanitation. Climate action. Good health and well-being. Decent work and economic peace, growth. Justice, and strong institutions. Responsible consumption and production. Quality education, gender equality, zero hunger, affordable and clean energy, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. When we focus on the needs of the individuals within a community, being culturally sensitive and focusing on more than just economic growth, the world is a little bit of a better place. And that's something to feel good about.